Ed. Now, I will say this, as I do travel California, I run into other school board members, and the ones that did adopt a policy to inform parents, if they weren't being sued, how we are, Temecula, other school districts, you have the Department of Ed sending threatening, bullying letters saying that they will pull their funding. That is illegal, that is wrong, and that should also wake up every parent and community member. They are weaponizing, again, their dictatorship to take away your constitutional rights as a parent. How dare we as a school district ever say a parent has a right to know when a child, I don't know if anybody reads the policies and the wording, or they just ignore it, because it was very clear. This is not an outing policy. The child is coming forth and saying they want to change their unofficial or official records. I would like to state that for the record. So it's initiated by the student's action of wanting to change something. How dare any school district say all the admin, all the teachers, all the staff, even parents that come and join, and go into a classroom can know a child changed their they want to change their sex, because I don't believe in this gender word, and they go and want to change their sex, okay? But yet you, parent, sorry, your constitutional rights are wiped clear because we have A.G. Bonta and God knows who else up there in Sacramento, including Tony Thurmond, say otherwise. That's embarrassing. This is not an outing policy. Whoever calls it that is scared of the truth. Because if they actually read the policy, this is a notification policy, because your child is taking action. You have every right to know on anything. And the very fact that we had secrecy policies in place shows you the state is picking and choosing what you want to know. I have to keep repeating that, but I will keep repeating that for the record, because I'm sick of hearing and seeing all the fake propaganda being splashed around on the internet. But again, let's go back to Bonta and his crew and what they said in court. I'll read it out loud. When they were asked how and who is going to be enforcing this. Well, this is what Bonta's representative said, and specifically to answer your question, talking to the judge, about who has enforcement power over those guidelines. Those are non-enforceable guidelines. So there's no one on the states who's actually going to enforce those guidelines. And to the extent that EUSD believed it had to follow those guidelines as a mandate of state law, that is just an incorrect assumption, and I would like to note blah, blah, blah. So again, they're admitting in court you don't have to follow the secrecy policies, yet they're suing us, and then you have people up in arms because for the first month we had to defend ourselves, which we responsibly found somebody who took over and provided every legal fee from that point. You have a right, if someone sues you, to defend yourself. We did the responsible thing by finding somebody to represent us and fighting the good fight against parents having their constitutional right not stripped away by the political cartel. Enough is enough. All the weak leaders need to step down. What's happening in America, what's happening in California is disgusting. This is not what we want our generation to grow up. We want them to be pro-America. This is where they're growing up. This is what we pledge allegiance under God. Remember that as you try to strip God out of here. Our founders they did everything under God. So as you try to take away God, yes, report me to Freedom from Religion. I'm not afraid of them, honey. So go ahead and report me. But as we forget that and they strip that away, I want to make sure that we remember that in our hearts, and our children have the opportunity to grow up and make their own choices, not to have adults allow them to strip away their own rights when they get older and they're responsible enough to make a decision. Parents have a constitutional right. All you weak leaders, step aside. All you organizations fighting against parents and our people and are allowing disgusting people to destroy our state in which we pay tax dollars on. Guess who has to clean that up? Guess who's paying for it? Us. So I hope that people realize this is a fight against your constitutional rights. As you see America destroyed, I'm sorry, do you want to keep interrupting a meeting? That's your first warning, because I think it's very rude. I think everybody needs to stand strong. Do not be afraid. They will bully you. They will follow you. I had agitators follow me in my car yesterday, make crazy signs, charge me with whatever they want to charge me verbally. It's disgusting. This is America. My dad came from another country, Jerusalem, in fact, and if I ask him every day since I was little, I've asked him, Dad, what are we? You are American, and so am I. I love this country. I came here. He was a Marine for the United States. We need to stand strong and protect America so our kids have a future. And with that said, I adjourn the regular Board of Education meeting at 8:38 p.m.